Please welcome Ohio Senate Democratic Leader, Nickie Antonio.
Hello, Democrats. How you doing? How's dinner? All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll tone myself down. No, I won't. Welcome to the great state of Cuyahoga. You bet, you bet. And the city of Cleveland. Yes, we get a city of Cleveland. And absolutely welcome to Senate District 23, because that's where you're having dinner right now. My district that I am very proud to represent. I have the privilege of serving as the Senate Democratic leader. It's an honor to address you tonight, and what an exciting night it is. Governor Andy Beshear is with us. And we are here to hear from him, but to also make our commitment to stand strong and deliver for the people of Ohio. Are you with me? You know, Stand and Deliver was a 1988 movie starring Edward James Olmos and Lou Diamond Phillips. All right, look it up. Not right now, though. I'm speaking. All right. The film showcased students overcoming significant challenges, including poverty, lack of resources, and societal prejudice. They demonstrated resilience and determination in the face of adversity, proving that these factors don't have to define your potential. It also celebrated the power of an impactful teacher who inspired, empowered, and believed in them. As a Democrat, we should all be able to relate to this. There are low expectations for all of us right now, undeserved, but unfortunately, that's the state of being. Talk about facing adversity. These last few months have been rough for folks in general and Democrats in particular, in Cleveland, in Ohio, and in the United States. With Trump putting Project 2025 into motion, or his people, I don't know. As predicted, there's chaos, unpredictability. It's been unleashed in our country. But as he takes a page from the authoritarian playbook with his big, ugly bill, millions of Americans will suffer as their health care is taken away from them on the heels of firings, defunding, and eliminating programs. We are in a state of scarcity. This is amazing to me that anyone would support a state of scarcity rather than prosperity. What in the world is going on here? Thank you. That was my mom. No. In Ohio, State House Republicans are hell-bent on following Trump's lead to make life as difficult as possible for everyday Ohioans. Again, it doesn't make any sense. They passed the worst budget in Ohio's history, so bad that not one Democrat voted for it in the House or the Senate. How about that? That's awesome that we did not vote for it. Yeah. The budget continues to gut our schools. Why? Republicans' leaders said to me, the Speaker of the House said to me in a conversation, I'm sorry, Nickie, but it's just not sustainable to fully fund the Fair School Funding Program. What in the world is going on? While giving historic over $1 billion in taxpayer dollars for subsidies and vouchers to unregulated private schools while underfunding our own school districts. It slashes library funding, takes health care away from moms and babies, and starves or eliminate community-based safety net programs. But most infamously, the elephant in the room is that it gives a $600 million handout to out-of-state billionaires to build a new suburban stadium. Now let me be clear. I don't have a problem with people who have money. They worked hard, they're reaping the benefits of their success. I would like them to make a contribution to my campaign fund. Thank you very much. But if you can afford a $25 million mansion in West Palm Beach, maybe you don't need $600 million of taxpayer dollars from grandma in unclaimed funds to take Cleveland Stadium out of the city. And why? Why weren't Ohio's 1.6 million students, who represent almost 90% of all school children, a priority? We need to ask that question. And honestly, the fact that those children are not a priority, that is just wrong. It is wrong. This past Monday, as has been mentioned by my colleagues, the House Republicans reconvened to override Governor DeWine's budget veto, which would have limited some levy efforts. The override will prevent schools and local governments from replenishing revenue they lost to the state, because the state is not keeping up their end of the bargain over and over and over again, effectively guaranteeing local schools, fire services, police departments will be underfunded and undersupplied. And their talking point is that this is property tax relief. But that's a lie. They are lying to the people of Ohio. It's not real relief. It's just passing the buck off to local communities. But there's a bright spot. I'm not, want to be Debbie Downer here. There is a bright spot. And the bright spot is that I have never seen Ohio Democrats so locked in step together, so united in our stand against these anti-democracy policies that prioritize billionaires over everyday Ohioans. Everyday Ohioans got on the phones and they called, as my colleague said, and they told those representatives they did not want that override to take place. They told you all, many of you called, I'm sure, in this room, and told those legislators that our public school children, our moms and their babies, deserve their support, not turning their back on them. Leader Isaacson, I am so happy you were here in Cuyahoga County. Thanks for joining us. I want you to know that he and I are united, and you bet we're going to make sure every Ohioan knows that Republicans have stolen their health care, underfunded their children's schools, defunding their police and fire departments. Remember defunding the police? Guess who's doing it right now? The Republican majority is defunding the police and the fire departments, and in order to cut taxes for their millionaire and billionaire donors. Now, legislators, leaders from the State House and the Senate, Democrats stand with the people. And we know that they're in this room. Yep, I got you. She's getting the hook. Ken Smith, Juanita Brent, Phil Robinson, Bride Sweeney, Chris Glassberg, Tris Rader, Leader Isaacson, they're all here in the room, and they're here fighting for everyday Ohioans. We will continue to stand strong at every rural hospital at the risk of being shut down. We're going to stand strong. Every school superintendent who had their funding cut. We're going to continue to stand with every worker who's at risk of losing their health care, their jobs, and their security. We can and we will win this fight, but only if we are united, we stand, and we deliver. We need to return to the time when standing up for the public good was not the exception, but it was the rule. That means all of us, all of us. We stand strong together for all of us. White, black, brown, LGBTQ, immigrants, young, old, different abilities. All of us means all of us. It doesn't mean some of us and we get to pick and choose who they are. We can do this, I believe, all of us in this room and beyond. If we believe that together we can stand strong together and deliver for the people of Ohio. Thank you.